Life has a way of throwing you curveballs, and it's all about how you rise to meet them that define who you are. Growing up, I was a competitive athlete. I played field hockey, basketball, I ran marathons. I loved being part of a team, and I loved being outdoors and active. Then in seventh grade, I was in gym class, and we were playing kickball. I was first base. I was having a great time until the ball was kicked to me. I reached my arms up to grab it, and suddenly my heart was pounding in my ears. It hurt so badly. I couldn't breathe, and I lost control of my limbs and arms. I was immediately rushed to the hospital, carried out on a stretcher in front of the whole school, my heart still pounding in my ears, in my chest. I couldn't breathe, I couldn't see. I just remember hearing that the doctors telling me to calm down and that things would be okay. When I got to the hospital, the doctors told me that my heart rate had increased from 60 beats per minute at rest to 260 beats per minute, and that if my heart rate had reached 300, I would have gone into cardiac arrest. They ran a series of tests and diagnosed me with supraventricular tachycardia. The doctor explained that I had extra cells in my heart that caused an extra electrical pathway that caused episodes where my heart rate would increase so much that I could either lose control of my limbs and go into cardiac arrest, or I would not receive enough oxygen to my brain and have a stroke. I was terrified. I was only 13 and I was very scared. I didn't know what to expect. My mom explained that the most important thing to me right now was my health and also making sure that I always had health insurance, which is a lot to hear in seventh grade. She told me that I would always need to be employed because I would always need to take care of myself, that I would be living with this condition for the rest of my life. Needless to say, I was very heartbroken and terrified. So many thoughts went through my mind. I really didn't know what to expect. When I went in for my first surgery, I was terrified. I'd never stayed over in the hospital before. They had to put me to sleep and explain to my parents that the surgery would be about 4 hours. Fortunately, I had a very cute anesthesiologist who comforted me and made sure that everything would be okay. And he was right. The surgery was a success. From that day on, I was determined to build my resume and make sure that I always had a job and worked hard so I could always take care of myself. I threw myself into every job I had. I sold ice cream for minimum wage. I took training and became a Little League umpire. I also walked all the dogs in my neighborhood. And I was an assistant manager at my community center. I found that all my hard work and determination paid off. I was independent and confident. And when it was time to have my second heart surgery, I was okay knowing that I would always be able to take care of myself. It made me into a stronger person. And all my hard work also allowed me to save up money. I was able to travel, buy new clothes, move into a Manhattan apartment, and find my dream job before most of my friends our age. My curveball had made me into the strong person I am today.